You're not fooling anyone else. You're just fooling yourself. You can't fix what you don't know or what you're still in denial about. When you can realize that, fuck.
Happy New Year. This is literally our first official video this year.
Today, we're going to talk about confidence.
Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like.
When I think about confidence, is having that belief, having that faith in yourself.
I'm 100% that bitch.
In your capabilities, in your love life, in your financial life.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
In your body, in general. So what I've found is that people with confidence are most likely to succeed in their personal lives, in their careers, in their fitness, spirituality, virtually in every part of their lives. Because just having that belief in yourself that, you know what, I can do this, you're just a step ahead of the person that doesn't. Because to actually do something, you must have some level of idea that you actually can do it. I'm just thinking about how my life would have been if I had confidence. I would have literally gone after that guy. I mean, there's a guy I liked, but I never asked him out. I mean, who knows? I would have been married by now.
Yeah.
Do you know? Yeah. I didn't go after that particular job. I didn't wear certain things because I didn't have faith that, you know, my body looks great. You know, if I had confidence earlier on, I would have locked up my boss in the office and be like, yo, I need a raise. How many of you guys have asked a raise from your bosses? You know, but if you believe that you are offering value and that your work is valuable, you're not afraid to go out and be like, listen, I need a raise. Confidence is that thing. Confidence is that thing that tells you that you can do it. Confidence also helps you not follow the status quo. Here's what I've noticed. There's this path that's laid out for you. People already have these ideas of what you should become.
Yeah.
But if you are a confident person, you will step out of the status quo and be like, no.
No, sir, not me.
This is what I believe. This is what has been laid in my heart. And this is the path I want to follow. What contributed into us not being confident? We're just going to cover 3 points. And then we're going to cover what are the 3 things that you can do on a daily basis to up your confidence.
Yeah.
Things that contributed to me not being confident and I would have kept an eye on is my environment. The first people I'd want to outline is family. They can say the most harsh things.
Yeah, true,
and sometimes I really don't think they know. Maybe they know or they think it's harmless. But how many times have you heard this going to a family gathering like, you ntombukeni?
Or it's someone who just lost their job. So broke.
But I think what you need to do at that moment, because maybe family doesn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to pull them to the side and be like, listen, what you just said is making me a bit self-conscious. And here's the thing, what's the line between being sensitive and just telling someone that, I know it could have been a joke, but I don't really like those jokes.
If someone really cares about you and they care about how you feel, they're actually gonna get it. Because the last thing you want to do to a person that you care about is make them feel
like they're not enough.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
The other set of people that I feel play such a huge role in our lives, and those are friends. I remember, guys, I had this friend who would constantly remind me about my acne scars. Like, oh my gosh, Tabi, you have acne scars. Like, okay, what must I do now? What must happen? And it's so crazy because when I was younger, and you know this, I was a person that was not really into makeup. But the minute she said that, I started putting on foundation. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I started being self-conscious about my marks. I started walking out and feeling like, oh, I'm not complete. I actually felt like there's something missing. I felt like, oh my gosh, everyone can see my acne scars. But what's that line between bringing something to the attention of your friend and you passing a comment that will make them feel insecure about themselves?
Intention is very important. If it comes from a concerned point of view,
there's how to put it.
It will sound like a concerned point of view.
It will sound like
if it comes from a judgmental point of view, it will sound like a judgmental point of view. If I say to you, let's say I see that, okay, you gaining weight and I'm beginning to like
be a bit worried.
Be a bit worried about you if you're fine, and even, you know, almost going to obesity stage. it's me sitting down with you and then be like, friend, are you fine? You know, I'm just worried about you. You're not really this person. What's going on?
You know, it's your intention and it will show in how you communicate.
Exactly. Thank you.
So the second point we have on things that contributed to our lack of self-confidence is your own self-limiting beliefs.
It goes well back. I didn't even know that I did have, but I just saw myself not having confidence at all, low self-esteem, you name it. But I had to determine my problem area. I realized that my problem area was that I didn't think I was enough. Yes.
Please repeat that.
I didn't think I was enough. I was not even enough around my own circle. My friends, my boyfriend, my family. You know, I was that person that didn't know how to communicate at all.
So you questioned yourself a lot.
Exactly. It was like, you know, I couldn't tell someone that, no, I don't want this way. I remember this particular day, my friend calls me up and she's like, dude, let's go to a place so-and-so. I don't even remember what was the event about. But I really didn't want to go. I was having like a very cool time at home and I was resting. It was after hectic exams, guys. As she's calling me, I'm like, I need to make a very good excuse because she can't know that I'm lying and it must be such a good excuse. So I said to her, your friend, you know, migraines are very bad for me. I'm booked for today. I'm seeing a doctor now at 3. He's so fully booked. Like, I'm not feeling well. Like,
when you could have just said no.
Didn't I just say, friend, I don't want to go to the place today?
No.
Same things happened to my relationships. I just couldn't say, look, dude, I don't like you doing this like that. I don't like you doing this like that. I'd be that person. I'd just be angry. You did something wrong. Yeah, you did something wrong. Sana. I'll lift this my face. Like, I'll just lift it.
And that's very toxic, actually.
It's very, very toxic.
Yeah.
It's truly very toxic. Very, very bad. And that had a lot to do that I just felt what I have to communicate wasn't enough.
So your own self-limiting beliefs are the things that will literally contribute to your lack of belief in yourself, your trust in yourself.
The same things that are breaking you down.
Breaking you down on a daily basis. The third thing, it's just not giving yourself a chance and like being angry at yourself for making mistakes. Like nothing kills your self-confidence as much as not giving yourself a chance. When you give yourself a chance, half and not fully, you're going to try something. 1, 2, 3 challenges, you're gonna go, maybe this was not
not meant for me.
This was not meant for me because you didn't truly give yourself a chance. And what happens is when you don't give yourself a chance, you're actually holding so much resentment and grudge against yourself. Like you're literally keeping record of all the wrongs that you've done. So the minute you go after something, and I know you guys have experienced it. I know you've experienced it. I can't be the only one. The minute you want to try something, your brain, subconscious brain is already telling you, yeah, but Tabile, remember that time you screwed up? Yeah, you want to ask that guy out, but Tabile, remember I didn't end in roses for you. The minute you want to try something, you're like, oh, but then remember. So I would literally keep these scores on myself.
Of yourself.
And I had so much resentment on myself.
Do you know what causes that?
What causes that?
It's because our brain literally works like a Google search. Literally. So think about your brain as a Google search bar. If you type on Google right now about something relating on volcano, where were they found? It's not going to tell you something about soccer because that's what you typed. So that's exactly how the brain works. If you type in there, I'm not enough.
I'm not beautiful.
So it's going to go in there and search all the results, tell about your life, where exactly you were not enough. So it'll produce all that proof to you and say, yeah, do you remember that time? You did that. See, it didn't work. You remember this time? You did that. See, it didn't work. So the more you stay in that condition, it becomes worse and worse and worse. And before you know it, you're asking yourself, how the hell did I get to this darkness?
Yeah. So we keep those thoughts, and the brain's job is to look for evidence.
Evidence, yes.
So that's why, like, it was so difficult for me to get out of that point.
Yes.
So on top of having an environment that didn't encourage me to be confident, to having my own limiting self-beliefs, and then now it's all this resentment against myself.
Yes.
You now in this dark space where it's like, yo, where do I go from here?
Like, no. The first question you're always going to ask yourself, how did I get here? The moment you realize where you are deep in the ocean, you're like, my God, how on earth did I get here? Because it moves so fast.
Oh my gosh, can I ask you something? Was there a point in your life where you couldn't even look at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah, a lot.
That I feel like that's a definition of you're in such a dark space where you feel like, how do I even...
Not only couldn't I not look myself in the mirrure,
you can't take pictures.
Take pictures. Yeah, I was that. In fact, last year, what am I saying? No, last year, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah.
Sure, that's hectic. Thank God you're out of it. Amen. So guys, we're gonna help you get out of there. So what did we do to up our confidence? And the first thing was awareness. Guys, you cannot fix what you don't know. I know sometimes it's such a dark place, and it's not the most flattering thing to look at yourself. And I used to get defensive, like, no, I'm confident. I'm fine. I mean, of course, I think I'm enough. But here's the thing, guys. You're not fooling anyone else. You're just fooling yourself. You can't fix what you don't know or what you're still in denial about. So the first thing, like, I feel like you even 50% there when you can realize that, fuck, I'm in a really dark space right now.
It's actually very
shitty.
Confident. It's not nice to look
at your demons
and be like, I actually can't say no. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually can't say no. My standards are not that high.
I don't got boundaries.
I don't got boundaries.
I'm boundaryless.
But the first thing was I really just had to get real with myself and be like, wow, girl, so we are here now. So awareness definitely played a huge role. And then the second point I would say is giving yourself a chance and looking for evidence. So what I would literally do is I would go back and write down all my achievements. And the brain is so crazy. When you're in that dark space, I don't know what happens, but you just forget. You just think, no, me, there's nothing I've achieved in life. And that's such a big lie.
You know why? Because you are deep in the research. You are deep in the information. Like,
now you can't see anything good out of yourself. Remember, you're this person that can't even look at yourself in the mirror. So what I'd literally do, and you're right, I'd actually go back to the time I was actually 15. Like, yo, Tabile, remember, you did that for this woman, and she smiled. When everyone was panicking, you walked in and you calmed down the situation. Tabile, remember, it's the same you who passed that test, who got 80%. Guys, you can even go like as little as when you were 3 years old, because literally what you're trying to do, you're looking for evidence. And what I realize is the brain believes evidence.
Yeah, it does. It takes evidence more than anything.
The third point, guys, was I started keeping supportive people around me. I'm a person that thrives on support rather than tough love. So the minute I started keeping people who are also confident in themselves, because here's the thing, life is a mirror.
It's a mirror.
If I believe that I am beautiful, I am going to believe that you are beautiful. Exactly. That's just how it works. And guys, if someone calls you ugly, like if people are calling you ugly and they hating on you, or your body's this or your body's that, the biggest critics out there are mostly the most critical to themselves.
Yes.
And it's so crazy because it sounds like a theory until you actually see it. Yeah. Like you actually, I saw this. I didn't read it anyway. Like the people who always say, oh my gosh, that person is so ugly. Oh my God, that person is failing. Oh my God, that person. It's people who are literally the hardest on themselves. They don't think they're beautiful. They don't think, their hustle is strong enough. It's people who are their own worst enemies. Yeah. So what I saw is keep people who have high beliefs about themselves, they are most likely to support you without feeling like you're a burden, like they're supporting you. It's just who they are. I feel more beautiful. I achieve more. I start things more and stay consistent
Yeah, it's
when keeping a supportive circle around. Give yourself a chance. And guys, if you do all of these things, I trust that you'll be confident and continue being.
Or even grow your confidence.
Grow?
We are all becoming confident, becoming, better versions of ourselves. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you
our
so much
YouTube
for
channel.
watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Please
Don't
subscribe.
Forget to comment.
Please like.
Don't forget to like him, man.
Please like.
Send Chuba. Yan gone.